Hey everybody, Greg here coming to you with another episode of Greg's Bonsai. Today we're going to be showcasing an old favorite, Lemon Tree C, and I haven't really done an update on this guy since September, so I've been kind of slacking. It is a bigger one of my trees, and as you can see, it's coming in at just under 2 feet. I think the last time I measured this back in September, it was actually like around 19, 20 inches. I think I said 20 in the video. And we're just shy of 2 feet, so we're like 23-ish inches high. So we've had a little bit of growth. So this part here, and this part here, and this part here has all been growth since the last video. And these guys have just been kind of slowing down. They're in the grow tent right now. But, you know, we're in the wintertime here. It is January of 2024. I can't believe we're already here. And it's been 4 months since I've actually recorded this, and this guy is doing great, at least from my standards. You'll see a little bit of colorization on here. That's really just from my water and from dust on here. And I think I sprayed some neem oil around in my tent just to get rid of some fungus issues that I was seeing, and just to kind of prep for it. Just because I have the humidifier on, and this guy actually does pretty well with the humidity, so don't see a whole lot of problems here. But this is, like I said, Lemon Tree C. This is a 4-month update since the last time I did a video, and let's just get started here. Like I said, about 2 feet tall now, and we'll start from the bottom. We're still in this number 2 pot. Okay, so this 2 gallon, really 1.5 gallon-ish type pot. I did do a little bit of aeration in here. You can see that I have a little bit of moss here. There was a little bit more moss, but I did aerate it, and I did some fertilization on these just so that it could grow a little bit here over the winter and just get its nutrients, just because it's been kind of sitting in the same pot for 4 months. So I try to do some fertilizer every maybe 2 months. I could probably do it more than that, but for now, that's just where I'm happy with it. This guy has kind of just been status quo, so to speak. So let me zoom in here a little bit. And here's the trunk. It's actually, if you look at, let me turn the chopstick upside down here, you can kind of see the difference in a chopstick to this. And this guy has definitely gotten thicker. You can feel the sturdiness. And the cool thing with this is just with the way the colorization is going up the trunk, you know, this is definitely getting hardier. All right, you can see the leader and how it kind of, even in here where the leader is and where extensions off that leader come, and then up here about halfway up, it starts to lose that, and you'll just slowly see this bark start to grow and protect. And even up here to a point, let me see if I can, there we go. You can kind of see it up here and starting to form, but it's really neat to see this tree grow. And I went back and looked at the old video of this before I did this, just to kind of recap in my mind, especially since it's been so long. Had some leaves kind of drying up and dying off down here, but the cool thing now is that with those leaves gone, you can see the trunk, you can see this extra branch kind of coming out here, and just kind of seeing the wood come up. You can see where the leaves used to be on here, and we may see some new growth come out of there eventually, depending on what happens with this tree. I'm not planning right now to trim this down or make it smaller. This might end up being the one tree that I say, you know what, I'm gonna make this bigger. I mean, it's gonna be a smaller tree. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going full size lemon tree here. I'll probably go another maybe foot, which now that I think about that, it's gonna be fun to transport this around for videos, but I'm probably not gonna shrink this down like I do my other lemon trees that I have on my video series here. Mainly because I want to do kind of a size comparison. And this is one of the first ones that I actually put in a bigger pot like this. And it's been neat to see this guy, in comparison to the other lemon trees that I have, just in size. You know, I've still got them in their starting pots pretty much, and they're like a quarter of this size. So it's pretty interesting to see that if you give it the room to grow, it will definitely grow. Okay, so think about that too when you're doing this. If you're putting it in a bigger pot, you're giving it a lot more room. Okay, I've seen that with a couple of my plants. So it's kind of cool to see the difference that you have in this. But yeah, so we'll continue on here. You can kind of just see it is still greeny, you know, greenish down here, but that bark, now that it's expanding and getting bigger, it was like this, okay? It was like this color here that we see right here, and it was really, you know, condensed there with that brownish color. But now that it's expanding, it's starting to turn a little greener again, but that's just because we have new life, new layers coming in here on this trunk, okay? And it's kind of neat that you can see that leader come up and then this extra branch on the side, and just seeing even down here, let's see if I can get the right angle here. Have a little bit of growth coming down here. That's probably gonna go away soon, or hopefully go on its own. And even up here, it looks like we have some growth trying to make its way out. And even up on this main branch on the leader, you can see growth trying to find its way out. So I'm gonna let that go for now, and we're just gonna see what happens with it, all right? Eventually here, what's gonna have to happen, I can already see it kind of on here. You know, you have these branches back here kind of crossing over. This guy's probably gonna have to go eventually, or at least trim down. And this guy, I'm just gonna have to try and figure out what I wanna do with it. You know, it's kind of coming up. I've got this branch coming down onto the side. I might end up keeping that. And there are two here coming out of the same joint. So I may end up nixing this top guy and keeping this bottom guy. What do you guys think on that? Do you think we should keep it down or go up? So far, I'm not looking at trimming anything yet. I just want this guy to get really nice and strong. This is the one I am not doing anything with as of yet. I did think about trimming the tops and just kind of letting it bush out a little bit, but we're just going to wait a little bit. It's already been 4 months, and not much with the shape has changed here. It's been pretty consistent, and it's been great to see it grow. Okay, the leaves are big, so they're getting all that sun. So yeah, we do see on this side branch, this guy coming out here. It looks like we may get a branch coming out on this guy as well. And this branch just going up, nothing really happening here yet. Do have some new growth coming up here. Do have some cobwebs in here. The spiders do enjoy building nests on these trees. I've noticed a lot of my lemons, I think it's just the sweeter smell. The bugs are attracted to it, and the spiders just know, you know. So I think eventually we may see this guy branch out here. It's kind of neat to go in and kind of see, like, even in here, some budding and some back budding for that. But we do have new growth coming out here. So it's great to see that on all these branches, even the one in the back here that's coming off of it and jutting off. We have some new growth here. You can see that those leaves coming into play. And just kind of seeing, you know, the leaf structure even. They're really healthy. They're shiny, kind of matte shine. It's kind of like a cross in between it, but they look really great. And if we go up the main leader here, still have this one leaf down here looking great. Although it does look like it's kind of, you know, maybe scratching or something. Maybe something when I'm doing inside the grow tent at any given time. But we have those new growth coming in here. And then, like I said, we have that interesting thing here where off the leader, everything's kind of green. We do have, and it's kind of interesting to see this as you go up, but you've got woodiness coming up here, some extra growth coming out the side, so we have branching, and all those wonderful thorns that want to stick me every time I go in there. But again, new growth coming up the top on this side branch, new growth right there. So it looks great. And it's really healthy. It's looking great, looking healthy. And I can't complain about this guy at all. And again, coming up the main leader, just coming up. Again, that spot of woodiness on there that we're seeing characteristically on all these branches. It looks like we're building another branch here to come out and just new growth and continuing to go on as we see fit. Now, I did see this guy. It's kind of interesting to see when this guy's hungry because the leaves kind of just curl up a little bit, like they kind of go in and curl in. I had that happen the other day, and I was like, no, don't do that. So I had to make sure to water this before I videotaped this for you guys. But it was great within like 12 hours, and it came back to normal. So you can kind of tell when your tree, this lemon tree, needs water. It will definitely tell you that it needs water. And it's kind of funny because I think the last video, the leaves kind of looked like this up here where they looked kind of like they were dying to me, but that's just new leaf and that's just what it looks like. So don't be worried if your leaves look kind of weird when they're just being formed, okay? Now this guy here might be a little out of it, but when it looks like this, they will get their nutrients. They will get, once you keep it watered and everything, it will be fine, okay? So this is my lemon tree C. This is the one that I am probably using as my big guy, okay? The comparison shot to the smaller ones. I'm gonna see if I can kind of make it like size down for each one and just kind of like a tiny one going. But this is letter C. Okay, let me know what you think down in the comments below. This is kind of the one that I'm basing it all off of, and it's been the healthiest. It gets great sun. Can't wait to put this guy back outside in the summer so I can get natural sun. I do have it in my grow tent right now, and if you haven't seen my grow tent, make sure to go to my channel and do a search for it. I have a video on that. I may try and put that in the comment or in the description below, just so you guys can see it. And make sure to go back and see the progress of this guy. And I might end up making a compilation video of this eventually, but just make sure to go back and look and see the progress of this. This is, like I said, 4 months ago, back in September when I did the last one of these. So it has shown some progress. It is, like I said, definitely getting fuller, definitely in the trunk, and definitely going up this leader. These branches are definitely thicker and more supportive than they were before. So this guy hopefully is going to stand the test of time. So if you liked what you saw, make sure to hit that like button. All right. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you want to see something specific, have any questions about my lemon trees, just put them down below. I love talking to the community and just kind of interacting with you. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't keep doing this. I mean, I'm doing this to document my journey with my plants. But it's kind of cool to have a group of people to just kind of interact with and talk plants, kind of have a common bond out there. And if you really did like what you saw, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you really did want to know when I have videos coming out, hit that bell next to it. You'll get a notification of when I send a new video out on my channel. So until next time, guys, this is Greg signing off. This is Lemon Tree C, my bonsai series, which maybe this won't get bonsai, but we'll see how I feel as the years go by. So until next time, guys, take care.